the essence is, I don't think all these things are so negative. And if your article gets rejected, then that's fine. Okay, you should try somewhere else.
I think just keep going. And in the end, when you, yeah, sometimes it's just hard because you get rejected all the time. You have the feeling you don't know anything, but just keep going. And in the end, it will be okay.
So rejection is always a little bit frustrating. However, keep in mind that you also have the comments of the reviewers, and then you will be able to modify the article and to improve its quality in the end. Sometimes it can take 2 to 3 years to publish a paper. Don't get discouraged, and it will finally be published either in its original form or after a few alterations.
It's never anything personal. I think that's one of the most important things you should realize. You made it to a PhD, so you're pretty sure to be a proper place. Given it's not personal, it may of course affect you because your career may depend on it. I think it's always good to bear in mind that there are more opportunities.
Every scientist loves their work, so you may have some results that you can publish, and then you think they are the best, but then one rejection, it's okay. I mean, it depends on the motives that they had to reject your work. So that's something that you have to be prepared of. So it just happened, and they say, okay, yeah, I just got rejected. I'm just sending it to another journal. But then when you already get rejected a lot of times, then you have to start thinking that maybe your project is not as good as you think, and you always have to go lower. So at some point, you will, if you have a nice work, you can just publish it, or you can just add some experiments if you have the time and the money to just cope with what's missing in the work.
Well, that's a tough one, because I had one of my papers. It was quite tricky to publish because I wanted to publish in a more psychiatry-related journal, and they were quite clinical, so publishing something preclinical, it's hard. And then I had it rejected twice before I managed to get it accepted in another very nice journal, actually. But then you start thinking, am I good enough? Like this imposter syndrome that they talk a lot. So yeah, sometimes it is very hard, and you just have to let that project aside for a bit until you can start submitting again. It's not easy, but you have to keep on trusting yourself in the end, because it might be that you were just unlucky and the reviewers did not like your project, or they did not understand, or you have to improve anyway. So yeah, it's also a part of learning.
Being denied a publication of a journal is then not so bad. You're learning. You will make mistakes. And in our area of work, if you make a mistake, you will have a not so interesting study to publish. So then nobody wants to publish that. That's okay. That is fine. You made a mistake. You probably got some feedback, because most journals, I got a rejection as well, but they still gave quite a lot of commentary. Well, learn about that. What is the commentary about? What do they want to see? Then you can do better next time. Mm-hmm. But yeah, this study, you tried it. You're going to put it in your PhD paper as well, in your final product, because it's a reflection of your process. So I would say, see it as that. You will make mistakes. There will be studies you do that will be a reflection of you not knowing yet. Mm-hmm. And that is fine. That is absolutely fine. That is why you're doing a PhD, to make mistakes, to not be perfect. Mm-hmm. Okay. And be proud that you made mistakes. Show those studies in your final product.
It's never drawn in your own feelings and emotions, because that doesn't really help. And just to think it as if you are another person, then how would you solve this problem? Like, of course, first address your emotions. If you just feel very down and negative, then don't push yourself so hard. And they probably want to address your emotion first, and then like think as if you're another person. Then how would you solve this problem? And then just do it.
Just having a fun time with your colleagues will definitely help afterwards. Having this great social network also in your field with people who know how you would feel, because they know how you would feel, because they've been through the same experience multiple times, and they will be able to help you out as well.